What's up, everybody? This is me, Yawar Manzoor, and I believe everybody of you is doing great, nice, and absolutely fine, okay? And today we're gonna be basically talking about what this field is in case of charge distribution, okay? So previously we were basically talking about there is a charge placed over here. Because of this charge, there will be some electric field at a different points. We calculated that in the previous sessions. But today, in this lecture, I'll be explaining you if there is a body, understand, there is a charge present on that body. So because of that body, how much electric field will be at a different points, understand, that we're going to be discussing in the today's session, okay? Yes. So this is all about today's session, what we're going to be basically focusing on everything. Yeah, good evening, good evening. Hi. Okay, and I need to know everybody of you is everybody doing great, nice, and absolutely fine. Yeah, hello. Okay, and this is a piece of information about me. You can definitely read it out. What I have done. I'm a JEE physics expert. My name is Yawar Manzoor actually, and let's move on to basically, apart from this YouTube platform, we have our own platform. That's what we call the Unacademy's platform. Okay, over there you can take this plus subscription. See, there are so many benefits that you're gonna get in this plus subscription if you take this one. Okay, and if you take this plus subscription, you'll be getting live classes every single day. You'll be getting weekly tests, unlimited access, structured courses. This unlimited access means you can watch anybody's lecture in a particular category anytime. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. What about you? And if you take this iconic subscription, you're gonna get all the benefits you get in plus, and there are some extra benefits as well. That is like personal guidance, test analysis, experts guidelines, study material, study planners, understand? And this is one of the beautiful I would say the subscriptions that you can take, because in this you're gonna get the personal guidance. That means if you need any sort of personal assistance, they'll definitely help you throughout your exam, understand how to crack exam. There are so many experts guidelines, branded notes will be delivered to you. Okay, thank you. And you can definitely follow me on Unacademy. This is my username over there, and follow me because we are coming up with lots and lots of courses on plus as well very soon. Okay, now people were saying that previously there is no batch on Unacademy which is completely in English language. We have recently launched the two of the batches. The first one is what we call the Spark batch. In this batch, if the people are appearing for JEE Mains and Advanced 2023, so they can definitely enroll in this batch. This is completely in English language. And in this one, in this batch, some of the top educators from different states will be teaching you. So if you want to boost your rank in your upcoming student, you can definitely go for this one. Yes, okay. And you can go for the Shine batch as well. If you go in this Shine batch, if you enroll yourself in this Shine batch, and if you are in class 12, means JEE Mains and Advanced 2022, you can definitely go for this one also, because same educators will be over here also. They will be teaching you in order to boost your rank. Now, we have special classes every single day on Unacademy's platform. Okay, right now, if I, for example, teach you over here a particular topic, or we take the mock tests over there, so how you can come in our special classes, that is completely for free. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to follow a few of the steps over there. Okay, so we take basically the classes on Unacademy's platform because there are so many things, there are so many benefits that we have over there, like live stream doesn't take that much of time, and the other benefits as well. Like, for that, what you are supposed to do, you have to download the Unacademy app, put your number over here, log in or sign up, whatever it is, and then you have to search my name. There is the Yawar Manzoor, you will get it over there. And once you get my profile, this is my profile, there is the special classes. You can see basically over there in that interface, there is special classes, and you have to click on this, see all. Once you do this, even after that, if you enter any of my special classes, it will ask you for any code. So you have to use this code that is in block letters, capital letters, that's YAWAR. You can definitely unlock that one. This is the free course for you. This you can unlock this one, and you can enter in our special classes. Okay, you can watch even recorded one. Fine. Okay, that's great. Now we have this IIT JEE Iconic subscription. If you take this subscription for 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months, you'll be getting branded notes that will be delivered to your doorstep. Okay, those notes have been designed by some of the country's top educators. So I suggest you to take any of these. Okay, can definitely go for this one. And if you take this plus subscription, the offer is right now going on. If you take it for 12 months and 24 months, you'll be getting 2 months of extension. Understand, that's for free. And you can take this plus subscription for 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. See, in this plus subscription, if you take, you can pay it monthly as well. There are EMI options available as well. And the price will be something over here. It will be for 12 months. For 3 months also, it will be something like 17,000. If you use my code, you'll be get it for like 14,500. Okay. And in this case also, if you use my code, this is my code, you can get the maximum possible discount from this one also. And in this case, for 18 months, you can get the maximum possible discount. In this case, you can get the maximum possible discount. Now, you can take this Iconic subscription for 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. By using my code, you can get the extra discount. That is maximum possible discount. Okay. Yeah. What's going on? Hello. Okay. And Love sir and me, we have basically decided that we'll be covering all the chapters. For example, if there is a chapter that is of 15 or 14, 12, 10 lectures, we have to cover that chapter in just 5 lectures. Okay, because so that we will cover your syllabus on time. Like for example, the 3 months is the deadline. Okay, in next 3 months we'll be covering your entire JEE syllabus for sure, 11th plus 12th. Okay, that's for sure, we're gonna be doing that. Okay, and the chapter which is of like right now 5 lectures or 6 lectures, we'll cover that in 2 or 3 max. Okay, maximum 2 lectures. Okay, so that we can cover your syllabus on time because you have JEE coming up. Yeah, hi. And this is the IIT JEE Mega Combat. If you go for this one, you can win. This happens every Sundays. You can go for this one. If you win, you can win basically up to 4 crore plus scholarship. You can even get the IIT JEE subscription plus subscription for free for the entire year. Okay, if you get the rank from 1 to 3. So definitely there are some Amazon benefits also that you can get over there. Yeah, exactly. I postponed this lecture yesterday. That's why I took it by today itself. So this week there will be some sort of a bit of a mess. So that's why. From the next week onwards, it will be like that only. Okay, don't worry about that. Chill. And if you find any of my content as inappropriate, you can definitely report. The link is in the description below. So now moving on to the topic right now. See, previously we have discussed if there is a point charge. Understand, there is a charge placed over here. This we have studied in our last lectures. If there is a charge, because of this charge at any point, if I ask you to tell me the electric field, you will simply say that is Q upon R square. This we have studied till now. Okay, fine. And if we say this charge is positive, we will say this electric field at this point is away from this one. It is away from the charge. Understand? If the charge is negative, we say this electric field is basically towards the, if we say this is negative, then we say electric field is towards the charge. We have basically explained this in very detail previously. We have got the expression for this. We have derived the vector form, everything previously. Okay. Now. So right now the point over here is what we're going to be discussing in today's lecture. In this, that is the continuous charge distribution. What exactly that is, I'll give you the feel. Okay, so in this session, what we're going to be talking about, if I say for example there is not a point charge, understand, there is not a point charge, there is a body present over here, whatever it is. Okay, there is a body present over here and there is charge present on this body. Understand, uniformly distributed. Okay, this charge is basically distributed on this body. Now if I ask you to tell me the electric field at this point due to this entire body. See, previously what was the case? There was a charge, point charge plus Q. Because of this point charge at this point, electric field was, that is KQ upon R square. R square was the distance between this point at that point where we are supposed to find the electric field, and this KQ was basically, Q was basically how much is this one. Fine. Yes. And Now, in this case, I am asking you to tell me the electric field because of this body, understand, on which charge is present. Charge has been distributed over here uniformly. Charge is present everywhere, like here, 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 everywhere. At this point, I'm asking you to tell me the electric field. How you are supposed to do this one? How you are supposed to sort out this issue? Understand how you can find the electric field at this point because of this body. This is what we are going to basically talk about today. That's why we call this as charge distribution. Why? Because charge is distributed on this body, uniformly distributed on this body. After some time, we'll be seeing that charge is distributed on a rod, charge is distributed in a circular ring. We'll be talking about every case. Okay? Yeah, good evening. Okay, so it will be of most probably 1 hour 30 minutes. It can go more than that also, but I have to cover a lot. Okay, and in this session I'll be basically showing you some of the previous year questions, and in the special classes we'll be talking about some of the killer problems as well, and in this session also. Okay, everything we're gonna be covering, entire charge distribution in just one lecture. Okay, because we have to cover syllabus in very less amount of time. That's why from now onwards we'll be basically taking the less classes in a single chapter. Now see how we are supposed to do this one, how we are supposed to find the electric field at this point because of this one. There is a simple trick that you can use, that you have been using from your 11th class. What is that? That is basically, I'm asking you to take a small element over here, very small element. If I say, for example, charge Q is the present on this one, understand? If I ask you to take this one, 1 second. If I say, for example, this is Q, and if I say, for example, you take this very small element, infinitely small, and how much charge will be on this? If charge Q is present on this body, on this very small element, how much charge will be present? You will simply say that is, sir, dq, very infinitely small. Understand? Now, can I ask you to tell me the electric field at this point because of this infinitely small charge? This is like the discrete charge only, na? Previously we have discussed, what is this? It's a point charge, discrete charge. Charges are present over here, even if the charge was present over here, if the charge was present over here. So these were the discrete charges at different points. So because of all these charges, we can basically find the electric field at any point. This we have discussed previously. Same is the case over here. I'm taking the small charge, very small charge, understand, infinitely small. So we can basically consider this as a discrete charge. We can consider this as a very small charge or very infinitely small charge. So now use the same formula that we have used previously. What was that? Electric field at any point because of any charge, that was K, understand? And charge magnitude of that charge, that is Q, upon what was, that is R squared, distance between that one. If I say, for example, this is Q at this point, this is R, we'll say this is the electric field. Now same, use the same logic over here. At this point, if I say, for example, this is at R distance over here, can you tell me the electric field? In this case, what will be the electric field? Charge is infinitely small, understand? If the charge is small, so electric field created by this charge will also be infinitely small. That will be also very small. Okay, so can I basically find that electric field over here? Can I say that that will be away from this one? Why away from this one? Because this is a positive charge, infinitely small charge. The positive charge is present on this body. This will be also positive. Can I say that will be very small electric field? Definitely. Can I say that that is a DE? I call that DE. And how much? K will be as it is, and instead of this Q, how much is the charge present because of this one? So that is a dq upon how much is the distance between these two, that is R square. Everybody understood till here? This is an English channel, not supposed to speak in Hindi, bro. Sorry. Okay. Now, the point over here is, so we got the electric field because of this one. Now, what is the next approach? What we're going to be doing, we'll take another one. Understand? We'll take another one charge. Very small charge. This is also the dq. Understand? Now, I'm asking you to basically find the electric field because of this one. We can find the electric field because of this one. Why? Because this is a discrete charge. We can consider it as a point charge. Yes. So, for this also we'll get the same electric field DE because this is having the same magnitude DQ. Fine. Now we'll cut this entire body in infinite number of D's, in infinite number of DQs, and we'll find all the D. Understand? Infinite number of D's. And after that, what we are supposed to do, we'll get basically DE because of the another charge. We'll get DE because of the another charge. Similarly, infinite number of D's. We can basically use that method. Afterwards, what we are supposed to do is that we'll add all of these D's. Now, these are infinite number of D's. We cannot add it by normal method. What we're gonna be using is the integration method, because we use integration in order to add the infinitely small, and if there are infinite number of quantities, we use integration for addition over there. So if I ask you to tell me the total electric field because of this body, you will simply say that is nothing but integration of this DE. Simply, everybody over here, can I say that is K, this DQ upon this R square? Everybody till here understood this one? Everybody? Yeah, there is a reduction in the number of classes. Yes, we will be able to cover the entire syllabus. Okay, that's why we told you in the short itself, the lectures will be a bit lengthy. Okay, like it can go more than 1 hour and 30 minutes as well. So that's why, because we have to cover the syllabus in a very less amount of time, like 3 months. Okay, 3 months maximum. That's what we are supposed to do. That's why. Okay, fine. Now, can we find the electric field? Integration of this D. When we add all of these D's, can we find the net electric field because of this body 100%? So that will be K is constant. Take this out. So we can definitely basically go with this one, or you can simply 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, whatever you write. So this will be 1 by R square DQ over here. Okay. Everybody understood till here? Everybody? Come on. So can we definitely write it, put 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, whatever it is. So this is basically the method that we're going to be using in this one. Okay. Now, see, if there is the infinite, if there is a body on which charge is present, charge is basically uniformly distributed. We have to cut the small elements, find the electric field because of all those small elements, under small charges, and add that electric field, you will get the total electric field. Now, there are some types of charge distribution. I said in this case, charge has been distributed on this body. Okay, it can be something, it has volume. This body will be some sort of sphere, so it will have some volume. This will be some sort of ring over there. The charge is present. This can be a rod, this can be a wire. Charge is present on that wire. That's what we're gonna be talking about. Types of charge distribution. What types of charge distribution are there? How many types of charge distributions are there? Okay. So the first case is that we call the linear charge distribution. Means if we take a rod, if we say the Q charge is distributed on this rod, so this is what we call the linear charge distribution. Charge is distributed linearly on a line. Understand? That's what we call the linear charge distribution. Everybody understood? Come on, in the live chat, all of you. I'll take this session on differentiation and integration as well. Don't worry about that. Yes. I'll make it more clear than whatever I have taught on JEE Champions. Okay, don't worry about that. I'll give you the exact feel of that as well. Right now, you focus, all of you people who are in 2023, JEE 2023, JEE 2022, you focus all of these lectures, because we're gonna be covering the entire syllabus in 3 months. Okay. This is a promise to you people, okay? With all the concepts, all the problems, everything. Okay, so let's go with the flow. Now, if I ask you, this linear charge distribution means charge is present on this length linearly over here. This Q charge has been distributed over here. Now, if I ask you, what is this linear charge density? You might have studied in your class 11th in rotation, linear mass density. What was that linear mass density? This linear charge density is nothing but charge per unit length. I'm saying that, for example, if we take this constant rod over here, this uniform rod of this uniform length L, in that case, if I ask you this lambda, we represent this linear charge density with this lambda. What is this linear charge density? I'll make you this understand. See, we say this lambda is nothing but total charge on this rod, if this is a uniform rod, okay, this is a of uniform length, in that case you can say that is nothing but this charge Q upon this length L. What is that? That is how much charge is present on this rod. Charge per unit length. On per unit length, how much charge is present? For example, if I say this is the unit length of this rod, on this unit length, how much charge is present? You will say
खुद ये नहीं 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 मैंने एंड कहीं पे भी नहीं किया, ये खुद ही हो गया यहाँ से, ये इस पे दिखा रहा था OBS पे एंड हो गया।
नहीं आप इससे की डाल के चला सकते हैं सर।
वही सेम की, एक सेकंड
ओके
चल रहा है क्या? या ठीक है ओके ओके थैंक्स ओके ठीक है बाय। Yeah, it's live now. Can you just hear me? I just need to know in the live chat. Come on. As soon as possible. In the live chat, I need to know if I am live and if I am audible and visible properly. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay, fine.
okay, so what I was basically explaining, okay, so what I was explaining, that is basically this lambda. What this lambda is all about, this lambda is telling us okay, fine. So this lambda is basically telling us what? How much charge is present on that unit length, basically. Understand? So this is nothing but charge per unit length. Charge per unit length is nothing but a lambda. Understand? More the charge will be over here, more will be the value of lambda. This is like in the case of, if we say there is a mass present on this one of a length. In this case, if I say how much is the linear mass density, you will say linear mass density is over here. What that is telling us? That is a dm by dl. How much mass is present on this dl length? Understand? How much mass is present on this dl length? Okay, fine. Now we have the another concept, that is surface charge distribution. If I tell you this charge is basically distributed on a surface over here, this is a surface, okay, the charge is distributed over here. If I ask you how much is the surface charge density, we represent that by with this one. Understand? If this is of the uniform area, charge q is basically present on this one, this is a charged sheet basically. In that case we basically call it this what? Sigma is q by a, or this sigma is nothing but dq by da. What is dq by da? I'm asking you on this small, very small element da. Understand, the area whole is a very small element area, that is da. On this much, how much charge is present? You will basically dq. On unit area, how much charge is present, which is telling us this sigma is basically giving us information how much charge is present on unit area of this one. Come on, everybody understood this one? These are very easy concepts. You might have studied this in your previous class. Okay, then comes the volume charge distribution. If the charge is basically distributed over a volume, okay, for example, this is a sphere over here, the charge is present on this sphere. Understand? Inside this sphere also. If I say in that case, I'll take a small charge in this one, that is very small, infinitely small. I'm saying that how much charge is present on this unit volume. If you take the unit volume of this one, so you will say basically dq upon dv. That is what we represent with this rho. Everybody? Yes. So this is what we call the volume charge distribution. This is surface charge distribution, and this is linear charge distribution. Why do we basically study this? You will get to know about this after some time. Understand, when we basically integrate, we cannot basically integrate different number of variables that I'll talk about after some time. So over there, these are the things which will exactly help us. So what is this all about? This is telling us how much is the charge density. Like in case of mass, we were talking about how much is the mass density. This is having more mass, so that it is very denser over at that point. Understand? So this is exactly the similar concept as that one. So the first case that we will be discussing in this one, that is electric field due to a uniformly charged rod. Understand? If I say this is a rod over here, wire over here, understand? On this rod, charge Q is placed. Understand? On this rod, charge Q is placed. If I ask you to tell me the electric field at this point exactly, how you are supposed to tell me? What is the approach that we use? See, because of this entire rod, we are not able to find the electric field at this point. But what can we use? We can find the electric field by small discrete charged particles. So how can basically we do? We'll simply take this small element, that is what we call the dq over here. Can we say it like that? And if I say, for example, this width of this one is that is nothing but dx. Okay, yeah. Now I want basically do let me know in the live chat if everybody is understanding this one, then I'll repeat it. Okay, come on, all of you, come on, I just need to know in the live chat. So because of this, basically, we are supposed to find the electric field at this point. Now, if I ask you to take this small charge, understand, very infinitely small, very small element, understand, if I say, for example, the distance between this and this, I'll keep this as A. And this charge is exactly at X distance from here. This is at X distance from here. Okay. Now, I'm asking you to tell me the electric field because of this very small charge. You will say it's very simple. At this point, it will be away from the charge because this is positive. Okay. So, and it will be dE. Why it will be dE? Because a dE is what? dE is what? Very small electric field because of this one. That's why we are taking, because this is a dQ over here. Fine. Okay. Now, you tell me one thing. How we are supposed to find this dE in the live chat? Come on, everybody. We'll use the same concept. What is that? That is, can we write this dE is nothing but that is K dQ upon how far is this point, how far is this element from this point. So can we say that that is nothing but this x square? Exactly. Can we do it like this? Definitely we can do it like this. Now, the point over here is, if I ask you to tell me the total electric field, you will say, sir, we'll cut another dq element, we'll cut another dq element, we'll cut this rod in infinite number of dq elements, and we'll find the electric field due to all of those dq elements. That will be dE. Then we'll integrate it, that we did previously. We'll integrate it to find the total electric field. From where to where? You will integrate it from this point to this point, so that you'll get the electric field because of this whole rod. Understand? Yeah, that is the concept what we are doing over here. So in order to find the net electric field, what we are supposed to do? Integration. Integrate it from this point to this point. Integrate it from this point to this point. Now the question over here is, we will get basically E net is nothing but integration of K dQ upon this x square. You tell me one thing. Is it possible to basically integrate this x square in terms of this dq over here? Understand? Can we basically integrate these two different variables over here? Definitely not. We cannot basically what? Integrate over here. So what we will do? We'll use the concept of this one. Linear charge distribution. This linear charge density, that is lambda. We'll use this concept over here. And this concept will basically help us to solve this problem over here. What is that? We say, if this is a charged rod over here, in this case, how much will be the lambda? You say that is nothing but dq upon dl. That is on this unit length. How much charge is present? You will simply say that is nothing but dq. Can we find the value of dq over here? You will simply say that is nothing but lambda dl. Understand? Now put this over here in this case. Can we do it? Can we exactly do it? Yes, 100% we can go it like that. So now, can we just write it? It will be nothing but E is equal, instead of this K, it will be nothing but lambda dl upon this x square. Okay. Everybody understood till here? Everybody understood till here? Okay. So we took basically dl. This is nothing but it is dx. If the element, if this is having basically the dx width, so we can basically put it like a dx. It's one and the same thing. or you can definitely put it like dl only. It is not a problem. So I am taking the dx over here. That's why in this case also it will be that only. So if this is x, so this will be x, so it will be definitely x. So similarly we'll get over here, this will be x. Okay, now can we integrate this one by x square with this one? Definitely we can do this. Definitely we can do this. Yes, come on, if you're understanding this one, do let me know in the live chat. So how can we basically integrate this one? This is basically dx. This is the dx. What is this? This is nothing but dx. Understand? Now this k is constant, lambda is constant. Take these out and 1 by this x square. So what we will get exactly? This will be a net will be nothing but k lambda and integration of 1 upon x square. This will be dx. Now the point is, from where to where we are supposed to integrate. We have to integrate from this point to this point, or this point to this point, so that we'll cover the entire rod. At this point, what is the value of xc? This is a distance over here from this point. So can I say at this point exactly, 1 second, can I say at this point exactly x is basically a? At this point x is basically this L plus this A. From this point we are talking about, because we are supposed to find the electric field at this point. So this will be A plus L exactly. So can we basically go for this one? This will be from where to where? From A to A plus L exactly. Okay, everybody, that's great. Okay. Now we need to basically integrate this one. This will be k lambda as it is, and then what we are supposed to do, what integration of this one, that is nothing but 1 minus 1 by x from a to a plus L. So this will be nothing but, this is k lambda, and this will be, first you will put what? You will put to this one. So this will be minus 1 by a plus L, and then it will be negative of 1 by a exactly. Okay, can you go with this one exactly? Everybody understanding? So can we basically write it like this? This will be k lambda and this will be plus, so it will be nothing but 1 by a, and this will be minus 1 by a plus L exactly. So this is the electric field E net because of this rod, at point P. What we exactly did, the integration of this is this, then we put this first limit and this is the second limit. Okay, upper limit, lower limit over here instead of this one, and then over here, and we'll get exactly this one. So this is the electric field because of this entire rod at this point exactly. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now this is the most important case that you need to basically focus on right now in this case. Okay, this is the basically most important case that you need to focus on right now. So electric field due to a uniformly charged rod at a given point. At this point, we are supposed to find basically the electric field because of this rod. This is the point that is arbitrary point. This is not exactly at the center. This is basically the rod placed over here at any arbitrary point we are taking. At this point, we are supposed to find the electric field due to this rod. Understand? Due to this rod. How we gonna be exactly doing that? We need to basically follow few of the steps that will help us to find the exact electric field exactly over there at that point. Okay, that's nice. 1 second. No, it's not lagging now. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So now what we are supposed to exactly what we need to basically do in this case is, we'll take this point. Understand? At this point we are supposed to find the electric field because of this one. If I say, for example, there is a charge q present on this rod that is being distributed on this rod. Now how we are supposed to find the electric field at this point? See, I'll say take this element. This is the very small element, dq element. This is the concept that we are doing, taking small element, because of this small element we can, because of this discrete charge, we can find the electric field over here. Then we'll take another discrete element. Similarly, we'll take all the discrete elements from this one. We'll take a different number of dqs. We'll find the electric field because of all the dqs at this point. Then we'll add all of those with the help of integration. We'll get the total electric field. That is the concept what we are supposed to use in this one. We are supposed to use in this one. 1 second. Okay. Now the point over here is, so which element? We took this element. I'm saying that this one is theta, d phi over here. Means that if I say, for example, this is the A distance from this point, understand, from this point is basically A distance from this rod, and this is making, for example, this element that we exactly took is making the phi angle with this axis. With this axis, it is making the phi angle. And we are taking this small angle over here. That is nothing but d phi. That is nothing but d phi. Understand, that is the kind of angular width of this one. This is the angular width of this one. We can say that is a d phi. This is basically phi. How much angle it is making with this axis, that is this phi, and what is the angular width, that is this d phi. Okay, we can definitely go it like that. Now the point is, how much electric field will be because of this one? How much electric field will be because of this one? You will simply say, because of this one, electric field will be something like this only. It will be the electric field because of this one only. So this will be the electric field because of this one only, this a dq. Can I say that because of this element it will be dE? 100%. Now what is this theta 2? What is this theta 1? See, in this case, we need to integrate the rod. We need to basically integrate with respect to this phi only. We'll basically integrate. Why? Because we'll go from this theta 2 to theta 1, so that we'll cover all the elements of this rod. We'll cover all the dEs. Everybody understanding? I hope yes. Okay, from this point to this point, from theta 2 to theta 1, or minus theta 2 to theta 1, you'll get to understand this. Okay, so can we basically find in this case, what is this dE? Can I just write it over here? This dE will be nothing but, that is what, k dq upon this. I would say this, how much that is, this r square 100%. Okay, everybody understood till here? I hope so. Now, can you basically change this dq? We need to basically change this dq in terms of that lambda dl. Okay, we say basically lambda is what? That is a dq upon this dl in this case. Can we find this dq? Exactly, this dq will be nothing but lambda times of dl. Okay, this is basically the derivation. You have to go through this derivation in order to make your concept strong. It will help you in solving the problems from the competition point of view also. Now, come on, everybody send me the thumbs up in the live chat if you're understanding this properly. Okay. Now, can we basically change this in this one? So this will be k lambda times of dl upon this r square. We can definitely write it like this. Now we have this dE. Can we resolve this dE in two components? The first one will be this. Can I call this, if this is phi, this will be phi. So this will be dE cos of phi 100%, and this will be nothing but dE sine of phi 100%. We can do it like this. See, first, what we are supposed to do is we have to find the electric field because of this one. That will be this D. We'll calculate this D. Then afterwards, we'll find this dE cos theta. Then afterwards, we'll find this dE sine theta. First, our motive is to find this one. Then we'll find its x component. Then we'll find its y component. We are done with the question. We are done with this concept. That's all. Okay. As I told you, see, over here, there is this L, there is this R. So R is a different for a different elements. R is for this element, it will be different. For this element, it will be different. So R is variable. So over here, this a DL. We're not supposed to basically integrate in these in terms of these variables. Understand? So basically, we'll fix only one variable. That's what this phi. That's why I was telling you we have to change this DL, this R square, this R in terms of phi only, because we have to make all of the other things constant so that we can integrate with respect to this phi. We'll cover this entire rod. It will confuse you a bit over here. You will get to understand once we do it. Now, I'm saying that basically change this DL. Understand how we are supposed to change this DL and this R. First of all, take this triangle. In this triangle, I'm saying that you find the cos of phi. How much that will be? Cos of phi, how much that will be? This upon this. Can I say that will be A upon R? So what will be the value of R? This R will be nothing but A upon this cos of phi. Fine. Now we change this R in terms of cos phi. This A is basically constant. We can take this constant out. You'll get to understand everything once we do this stuff. Now we need to change this DL also. Let's change this DL in terms of d phi also. Can I say from this triangle also, from this triangle only, tan of theta, can I say this tan of phi, if this angle is phi, tan of phi will be what? Perpendicular upon base, that is this L. If I say from here to here, this is L, L upon A, that will be nothing but L upon A. So I can definitely write L is basically what? That is A tan of theta. Now if I ask you to differentiate this one with respect to phi, differentiate this one with respect to phi, so you will write dl by d phi, dl upon d phi, you will get from here, this will be A tan of theta. If we differentiate this with respect to phi, that will be A sec square of phi. Understand? A sec square of phi. Now find the value of dl over here. Can we just write A sec square of phi d phi? So basically we change this dl also in terms of phi. Why are we changing this? Because we have to integrate this in terms of phi only, so that we'll put the value of upper limit as this one or this one, from this one, this to this or this to this, so that we'll cover the entire rod. Okay, fine. Let's move to over here. Now can you put the value of this in this DE exactly? Yes, we can go for this one. Now put this DL and that R in this DE. So what is the value of this DE? K lambda DL upon R square. That is K lambda DL upon this R square. I can finally write it like this. Instead of this R, I'll put A cos of phi. So this will be K lambda upon, instead of this R, that will be A square upon cos square of phi. Instead of this DL, it will be nothing but A sec square of phi d phi exactly. So this DE will be nothing but, so in this case, what we are supposed to do, this and this will get cancelled off. What else we can cancel? So can we just write this will be K lambda upon this A, K lambda upon this A. If we take it over there, this will be cos square of phi, and there is sec square of phi. Instead of this sec square, I can write multiplied by 1 by cos square of this phi and this d phi over here. This will get cancelled off. So DE we got as, that is nothing but K lambda upon A, and it will be nothing but d phi. Okay. I hope you got the concept. Yeah. So we got basically this DE exactly what is the value of this DE. Now we can find this DE cos theta, we can find this DE sin theta. So initially what we did, we found the electric field at this point because of this element. That was this DE. Now this DE is basically, this DE will have two components, that's d cos of theta and d sin of theta. So now we'll find d cos of theta, we'll find d sin of theta, then we are done with this concept. That's all. Understand? Then we are done with this exactly. Okay. Now let's move on to, let's find this dE cos theta, or you can definitely give it a name as this is E perpendicular. Understand? Because this is perpendicular, this electric field is perpendicular to this rod, and you can call this as this is E parallel because this is parallel to this, is parallel to this one. Now let's find this dE cos theta. Understand? So can we just write this E perpendicular is nothing but dE cos of phi. This is not theta, this is cos of phi exactly. Okay, this is cos of phi. So what is the value of this dE over here? What is the value of this dE? That is K lambda by A, and this d phi, that is K lambda upon A, and this cos of phi, and this will be d phi exactly because d phi is this one. Yes, we can definitely go it like this. Okay. I have already created that plan previously. Okay, you can check that out. Fine. So Now, if we need to find the E net, that is E net, this perpendicular, so can we go for the integration as well? Okay, can we go for the integration? So it will be nothing but K lambda upon A. From where to where exactly? From where to where exactly? That I was explaining. Minus theta 2 to plus theta 1. Minus theta 2 because we take this as negative theta 2 and this is negative plus theta 1. Understand? Above that axis it will be plus. So can I just write this will be minus theta 2 to plus theta 1 exactly. Plus theta 1 exactly. So this will be A, this will be theta 1 exactly. So, and it will be this cos of phi d phi. As this is constant, A is constant, A is length from that one, so we can take this out. So E perpendicular will be K lambda upon A integration of theta 2 to theta 1 minus theta 2. So it will be cos of phi d phi exactly. Now can you integrate this one over here? Definitely. So it will be E lambda, E perpendicular, so this will be K lambda upon A. So this will be what? This will be sine of phi from theta 2 to theta 1 exactly. So E perpendicular will come out to be K lambda upon A. So it will be sine of theta 2. How much that is sine of, this is phi. Instead of this phi, we'll put this theta 1. So what we're gonna be doing exactly over here? So it will be nothing but that is a sine of this, that is theta 1. And then it will be minus of sine of this. It will be what? That will be minus theta 2. So eventually what we will get, so finally what we will get, I'll just write it over here. E perpendicular, it will be K lambda upon A, it will be sine of theta 1 plus sine of theta 2. Okay, everybody till here understood how I exactly did this? I hope so everybody understood. Okay, this is basically the integration stuff that you need to do, and that's all. Now we need to find the E perler. Okay, so that is a dE sine of theta. E perler is what? That is a dE sine of theta, integration of this dE sine of theta. So can we just write it now like that is E K lambda upon A, because what is the value of dE? The value of dE is nothing but K lambda upon, where is this? Yeah, K lambda upon A into d phi, K lambda upon A into d phi, and it will be over here that is sine of theta, and this will be d sine of phi, and it will be d phi. This is not theta, sorry, it's confusing. So that is basically phi exactly. Fine, yeah. And this will be from minus theta 2 to once again and plus theta 1. So what we are exactly doing, the concept is basically you have to integrate this from this to this one, from this to this one, understand, from minus theta 2 to plus theta 1, so that you will cover all the dq's, you will get all the de's. So you'll get the net electric field because of this one. So we got the perpendicular component. Now we are supposed to find the polar component. So what we will do exactly over here, this will be K lambda upon A, and you have to go for the integration from theta 2 to theta 1 for this sine of phi. This will be d phi exactly. So can you just do it right now? So it will be nothing but K lambda upon A. So it will be nothing but this will be minus cos of phi, okay, and it will be from theta 2 to theta 1 exactly. So afterwards what you are supposed to write, K, this will be E is nothing but K lambda upon A, and it will be nothing but just take this minus over here and you can write cos of theta 1 minus cos of minus theta 2 exactly over like this. So finally what you gonna get, that is K lambda upon A, it will be cos of theta 2 minus cos of theta 1. So this is the polar component. Okay, so we got perpendicular component, we got polar component, and we got the dE as well. So this was a bit lengthy, understand. So first of all we found this dE, then we got this dE cos of theta, then we got this dE sine of theta. Okay, now we have this infinitely long charged wire, charged rod. Okay, this is infinitely long. In that case, if I ask you to tell me the electric field exactly at this point, okay, this is at the midpoint. So if I ask you to tell me the electric field at this point, how you are supposed to tell me? You can use this one. You are supposed to find the electric field perpendicular. You are supposed to find the electric field parallel in that case. Okay, so you tell me one thing. If this is infinitely long, this will go till infinity. If this is infinitely long, this will go basically till infinity, and over here it is till infinitely long. So can we say that this angle theta1 will become approximately equal to 90 degrees? Because this is till infinity, it will be something like this. So it is approximately 90 degrees. So it will be basically become 90 degrees, this theta1 and this theta2. So can I say this theta1 is 90 degrees, this theta2 is basically 90 degrees? In that case, we already got this expression from the previous one. How we are supposed to find this one? Can I say this perpendicular will be nothing but k lambda upon a? This will be sine of 90 plus this sine of 90 exactly. So how much? This will be 1, this will be 1. So finally what we will get, that is k lambda upon, and this is 1 plus 1, that is 2 k lambda upon this a. If theta is 90 degrees, how much will be the e parallel? This will be cos of 0, cos of 90 degrees. If theta is 90 degrees, cos of 90, so it will be 0 approximate, it will be 0. So 0 multiplied by this, it will be 0. So e parallel will be exactly 0. How many of you understood this one? Come on, in the live chat right now, all of you, do let me know if you understood this one. Come on, I want you to solve this question. This is a very good question of JEE mains level. Okay, solve this question as soon as possible if you can do it. Okay. Okay, that's great. Now, can you solve this question? This is basically a rod. Understand, it's of the length L. I would say this length is basically over here. This is L. And this is having this linear charge density 1 lambda. This is having linear charge density minus 3 lambda. This is having linear charge density 2 lambda. This is having linear charge density 3 lambda. I'm asking you to tell me, basically find the electric field at this center exactly. Can you solve this question? Can you solve this question exactly at this center? You are supposed to tell me the electric field. Okay. At this center exactly, you are supposed to tell me the electric field. How many of you can basically solve this question as soon as possible over here? Now see, if we take this first rod over here, I'm saying that I'm taking this first rod. If I take, for example, this first rod over here, okay, at this point exactly, I'm telling you to find the electric field exactly at the midpoint. Okay, so I'm taking, for example, 2 elements. Okay, I'm taking the first one over here. So this first one element will create the electric field like this. This second element will create the electric field like this. I would say this is a DE. I would say this is DE. Now this DE will have 2 components. This will be DE cos of theta, understand? And this will be what? DE sine of theta. And over here it will be DE sine of theta because of this one. So for this over here along this will be DE cos of theta. Okay, now the point over here is I'm saying that this will cancel this one, understand? And we will get the resultant of this, that is a DE cos of theta, DE cos of theta. Now previously when we found the net electric field, that is a DE cos of theta along this axis, what we got, that is this E perpendicular, because this was E perpendicular exactly. See, in this case this was E perpendicular DE cos theta, DE cos of theta. How much we exactly got this one? So basically when we integrated this one, this came out to be the final result. So where is it? This came out to be the final result. This came out to be the final result. E perpendicular, this came out to be the final result. Okay, so can we use this only? Can we use this only? Because this is the net. Okay, this is the net. Okay, so that's why don't confuse yourself. Why am I not taking the cos theta over? Why am I taking sine theta? Can I say in this case, because of this rod, the electric field, net electric field will be along x-axis only, along this axis only, that is DE cos of theta, because this is the, see, the electric field of this one, it is having this sine component. Electric field of this element, it is having this sine component. They will be equal because this is at 45 degrees. This is at 45 degrees. So this will cancel this one. So only what we'll get is that is a DE cos of theta. Okay. We'll complete this within next 3 months. So what we will exactly get over here, can we say electric field due to this rod, first rod will be what? That is nothing but 2k lambda upon, how much is this length? That is L, and it will be sine of theta 1 plus sine of theta 2. Why sine of theta 1 plus sine of theta 2? Because the DE cos of theta, that is perpendicular component, is nothing but how much? Net along this perpendicular component is how much? That is k lambda upon A. That is this length, k lambda upon A, sine of theta 1 plus sine of theta 2. Okay. So now, can we go for this one? I'll just write E1 is nothing but 2k lambda upon this L. Okay. And sine of theta 1, how much? Exactly, it will be at 45 degrees. So this is 90. Exactly, it is at the from the center. So it will be 45 degrees. So sine of 45. So it will be sine of 45 degrees plus sine of 45 degrees. Exactly. So can I just write this? E1 will be 2k lambda, k lambda upon this L. So it will be 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Exactly. Fine. Further, we can write it like this. So I'll just write this. E1 will be nothing but 2k lambda upon L, and then it will be 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. Ultimately, it will become root 2 only. Why? See, this will be 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, 2 root 2. Then if you multiply, if you rationalize that, this will be 2 by root 2. Rationalize this with root 2 by root 2. You'll ultimately get this is 2 and this is 2 root 2. That this will get cancelled off with this one. Eventually, you will get this root 2. That's for root 2. Now, similarly, and I can basically write it along I cap. Why is this along this I? Because this is along positive x direction. That's why I'm taking the I cap with this one. Now, the second is, can I basically find this E2? How can I exactly find this E2? E2 means because of this rod. See, this rod will have two elements. So it will be something like this. This will be net. Understand? Because it's horizontal components. Sorry, vertical components will cancel each other. Net will be horizontal component. So can we basically write that will be nothing but E2 will come out to be 2k lambda upon, instead of lambda, it is given over here, that is 2 lambda for the second one. See, for this one, it is given as a 2 lambda. It is given as 2 lambda. Just put it over here. So it will be nothing but 2 lambda upon this L, and same, it will be root 2, and it is along negative I. So I'll just put over here negative, and this will be I cap. So this will be nothing but, this will be what? It will be 4. Okay, I'll just write it over here. I'll just change it over here only. This is 2 into 2. That will be 4. This will be 4k lambda. Exactly, 4k lambda. And similarly, if we try to find out the E3, E3 will come out to be, that is nothing but, it will be 2k lambda. How much? Lambda is over there in case of E3. How much is lambda given? Lambda is given as minus 3 lambda. So it will be nothing but minus 3. It will be nothing but minus 3 lambda. So it will be nothing but minus 3 lambda. So I'll just write minus 3 lambda, and it will be eventually 2 into 3, 6. So it will be basically 6k. This will be 6k lambda upon this L, and it will be a root 2, and it will be along J. Okay, fine. Now see, because of this one, you will say, sir, now see, because of this one, if I take, for example, this now, okay, if I take all of these electric fields, if I say, for example, at this point, this is creating the electric field, so it's in the downward direction. So in case of that, I have to take it negative. Already this is negative given, so it will become eventually positive. That's why I didn't take this as a negative over here. So can I just write E4 will be something like, that will be what? That is 2 into, that will be 8 k lambda upon L, because this will be 4 lambda, 4 into 2, 8, and it will be a root 2, and it will be J cap. Okay, fine. So we got the electric field because of this one, and in the upward direction we take that positive J, and in the downward direction we take that as negative J. Everybody understood till here? Come on. So can I just write electric field net in that case is nothing but E1 plus E2, this is vector, okay, vector, plus E3 plus E4. Exactly. Okay, all of you do let me know in the live chat. So over here, I can definitely write it. This E net, electric field net, will be nothing but what is the value of E1? That is 2k lambda upon L, and it will be a root 2. Okay, this is I cap. This is I cap. I'll put it over here, or simply just take this I cap out. And this will be what? Minus 4k lambda upon, and this will be root 2 upon L. And over here, we'll just write this I cap. Then it will be plus. What is E3? E3 is nothing but 6k lambda upon this L. And it will be nothing but a root 2. And then it will be plus this 8k lambda upon L, and it will be root 2, and it will be j cap. So finally, what I'm gonna get in this case is, this question was very good question, and it was not that difficult also. So can I say this will be minus 2k lambda root 2 upon L into I cap, and plus this will be 14, that this will add up 14k lambda, and a root 2 upon L. This will be j cap. Okay, all of you understood? Come on in the live chat. So this we got the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I hope everybody of you understood this very properly. Now, electric field due to a uniformly circular ring at its center. Okay, now we are supposed to find the electric field at this point because of this circular ring. I'm saying that what is the method that we do, that we take every single time, that we use every single time? You take a small element over here. Okay, because of this element you find the electric field in this direction. Okay, you find the electric field in this direction. That's okay. I would say that is, this is having dq and this is having dE electric field at the center. Now I'm taking same over here dq charge, exactly the mirror element of this one in the opposite side. So this will create the electric field in this side. Can we say that is nothing but same dE 100%? Now in this side I am taking this dq over here, and this is creating the electric field at this center in this direction, that is away from this one. So I would say this is the dE. Now what I am supposed to do is I'll take the same mirror element from this side, that is a dq, and this is creating the electric field in this direction. I would say this is nothing but dE. Now see, if you take all of these dqs over here, the electric field of all these dqs will cancel with each other. Understand? This electric field will get cancelled with this one. This will get cancelled with this one. Why? Because the electric fields are same. This is dq, this is dq. So this is at same distance from here, this is at same distance from here. So all of these electric fields will get cancelled off with their mirror elements. So ultimately net electric field at center will be nothing but 0. It will be what? It will be 0 exactly. Can we say it will be 0 exactly? Yes. So can I say integration of this dE will be nothing but 0? Okay, fine. So this is the case of this. I'll prove this also after some time with the help of this equation. With the help, we'll find the equation first, then I'll prove you how it will be 0 exactly with the other method as well. Now see the point over here. We need to find the electric field due to a uniform ring at a point on its axis. Okay, at this point we need to find the electric field because of this ring. The charge q is basically present on this ring. We need to find the electric field. Understand, I'm saying the charge q is present on this ring. Now the point over here is I'll take first of all the element. Okay, this is the element. I'll say this is a dq. Okay, this is of the dq charge, very small element. Because of this element, it will create the electric field at this point. I'll say that is nothing but dE. Okay, fine. Because of that element, this dE, I'm saying that, for example, if this is theta, if this is creating theta, this dE will have two components. This dE cos of theta, okay, and this will be dE sine of theta. Clearly we can definitely write it like that. This is a dE, yes, this is a dE sine theta, this is dE cos theta. Fine. Clear? Now I'll take the another mirror element, exactly this one. So this is also creating the electric field. I'll change the color over here. This is also creating the electric field. It's mirror element dq I'm writing over here. So this is creating the electric field in this direction. I would say this is a dE. Now this will have two components. First one will be this one. It will be also same. So this will be dE cos of theta, and along this one it will be dE sine of theta. Okay, fine. Everybody understood? I hope everybody is understanding this one. Yeah, that's great. Now see, this dE will be exactly equal to this dE. So these two will cancel each other. So what is the net electric field? We will say net electric field because of this ring at this point will be along this only. So can I say this will be net electric field? So E net will be exactly what? Integration of this dE along this dE perpendicular, I would say. Along this one, along this one. Yeah, 100%. Now we need to basically find this dE, and then we'll put the cos theta and we will get the answer. That is all. That is the concept over here we are supposed to do. What is the value of dE? Can you tell me what is the value of dE in this case? So dE will be nothing but how we are supposed to find the dE. That is electric field due to this element. You will simply say what is the charge over here. First of all, that is K, and what is the charge? That is a dQ upon what is R square. See, if I say from here to here, I'll call this as X. And this radius, I'll call this as R. If this is X, this is R. How much will be this hypotenuse? You'll say R square plus this X square. And it's a root, exactly. I hope you have studied this in your 8th class previously. Yes. So can I just write it like this? This will be nothing but R square plus X square, exactly. Okay. And it's square because this is R square. KQ upon R square. So this and this will cancel. So it will be K dQ upon this R square plus X square. Okay, fine. This is the simple concept that we are using over here. So we got this dE. Now we need to find the net electric field that is along this x-axis only. So dE multiplied by this cos theta. So we got this. So can I just write this dE will be nothing but this K dQ upon this. It will be R square plus X square, and it will be cos of this theta. That's all. So it will be what? It will be along this one. It will be along this one. dE cos theta. So this dE cos theta I am writing. Cos theta I am writing. Fine. So further we can write this dE exactly. I'll just write now. We'll just integrate it. Okay. We'll find the E net. Okay. E net. That will be integration of dE cos of theta. It will be integration of this dE. What is this? That is K dQ upon R square plus X square. That is K dQ upon R square plus X square and multiplied by this cos theta. What is the value of this cos theta? Now find the cos theta from here. Can we write this cos theta, this X upon this one? 100%. That will be X upon this R square plus X square, and it's a root, exactly. It's a root, exactly. So it will be nothing but R square plus X square. It's a root, exactly. Okay. All of you understood this one. All of you understood this one. I hope so. Fine. Yeah. Now, so this is what we were supposed to do. That's all. We got this. So E net will come out to be, that is nothing but K. This will be integration of, this will be K dQ upon, see, this R square plus X square raised to power 1 by 2 into R square plus X square raised to power 1. So can I just write this will be R square, this is same R square plus this X square, and it will be raised power 3 by 2 over here, 100%. And now what we are supposed to do is, this is constant, this is constant, this is constant, take all of these constants out. So I can write E net will come out to be, so it will be K upon this R square, okay, K upon this R square, and this will be over here, this X, because this X is also constant. Why is this X constant? This X is constant from this point to this point, okay, at this point we are saying, so take this, it will be plus X square whole 3 by 2 integration of this dQ from 0 to Q. That's all. We got this one. Everybody is saying, can you please say when will you complete this syllabus? In next 3 months. Okay? But you have to be regular to us. Yeah. So can I just write this E net will come out to be integration of this q, that is k x and this q upon this r square plus this x square whole 3 by 2. Check if this is correct. Okay, all of you understood this one? All of you understood this one? Okay, now tell me, according to this formula, what should be the electric field exactly at this center? At this center, what is the value of this x? X means how far you are from the center. At the center exactly, this x is 0. So when you put this x is 0, the entire term will be 0. So over here, electric field will be 0. This is the another proof for that one. Electric field will be exactly 0. Fine. Let's go on to the next one. Now, this is the question that was asked in JEE. Okay, mains or advanced, I'm not sure exactly, but like 2014 or 15. Yeah, something like that. This is a very good question. I want you to solve this one. It is saying that the electric field strength due to a ring of a radius r at a distance x from its center, on the axis of ring carrying charge q is given by this. This is the electric field given that we got recently, this one. So this is the electric field given. So what is the question saying? This is a ring. Okay, at this point exactly the electric field is given, that is E is equal to kq, this is at x distance, kqx upon r square plus x square. I want you people to tell me A, B, C, D, which option is correct. So this will be nothing but 3 by 2 exactly. Okay, this is the electric field given. At what distance from the center will be the electric field maximum? It is saying that from this, what should be the distance so that the electric field will be maximum at that point? This one. What should be the distance at that point? We are supposed to find the electric field exactly. Okay, this is the question. This is the question that we are given over here. Now, you might have studied in your previous classes that maxima and minima concept. We say if this is y is changing with x and the graph is coming out to be like this. If I say at this point, you will say, sir, at this point dy by dx is basically 0. So, and from this graph clearly we can see this is the minimum point. Understand? At this point we will say dy by dx is 0. So we can clearly say this is the upper point, highest point, or the maximum point. So can we say on if it is maxima or if it is minima? Okay, on both the points, this dy by dx is 0. dy by dx is 0. So over here we have to find the electric field at x distance, so that the electric field is maximum at that x distance. Over here, if I say at this point, at this x distance from this one, this is x1 for example, at this is x2 over here. So at x2 distance it is maxima. Same is the case over here. At what x distance it should be, electric field should be maxima. So for that, if you are supposed to find maxima or minima, you have to make dy by dx 0. So in this case, you have to find dr by dx. You have to find that value of x. At that point, dr by dx should be basically 0. Slope should be 0. If at that point dr by dx is 0, then we can say at that point either it is maxima or it is minima. Understand? A lot of people basically say only this. At that point, if you find dr by dx is equal to 0 at any point, it is maxima. No, it can be maxima or minima. So how to exactly find maxima and minima? You have to go for the double differentiation. If d2y by dx2 is positive, we say it is minima. And if d2y by dx2 is negative, we say it is maxima. Okay, this is the concept that you should basically know. This I have told in integration and differentiation previously. So what is the first thing that we are supposed to do? Let's find dr by dx. Understand? That's all. Okay, dr by dx at what x E should be maximum. So now let's go with the question exactly. Let's find this dr by this dx and put it equal to 0. At that point, when we get the value of x, at that value of x, either it will be maxima or minima. So then after we'll go for the double differentiation. So what is the, we need to go for this integration dr by dx. Now see, you will over here, sir, why are you differentiating it with respect to x only? Because at x we are supposed to find the maximum. At what value of x we are supposed to find the maximum electric field? X is variable over here. This is varying with x. That's why I am saying, okay, in this case. So electric field is what? Take it over there. So electric field equation is what? That is kqx, this big Q, this kqx upon this r square plus x square whole 3 by 2 is this kqx r square plus x square whole 3 by 2. Now let's go for the differentiation of this one. So how do we exactly do that? Let's go for the differentiation. If we go for the differentiation, that is dr by dx will come out to be, see, in this case we need to go with u by v method. That is a differentiation of uv. Understand? Differentiation of uv, u by v. Okay, consider this as u, consider this as v. So how we are supposed to do that? Can we just put this v as it is, then du by dx, then minus this u as it is, dv by dx, and upon this will be v square. You might have studied this in your differentiation. Now dr by dx, so dr by dx in this case, so u by v. So what will be that? Keep u as it is, v as it is, that will be r square plus x square, and it will be 3 by 2 exactly. And then it will be integration of this. See, take this kq out, both are constants, take these out. So this will be u, consider this as v, this as u. Okay, fine. Now take this one, integration, differentiation of this one. Afterwards, what we are supposed to do, then it will be negative. And u is what? U is this x as it is, and integration of this one. Over here, you are supposed to use the chain rule. That is 3 by 2 in front, power down, power minus 1. So it will be as it is, r square plus x square as it is. And then over here, I'll just write the integration inside, differentiation inside. That is, for this one it will be 0 because we are differentiating it with respect to x. For this it will be 2x exactly. Okay, and in divide we will exactly get, that is r square plus x square, it's 3 by 2. I'll just erase this over here. This is creating the mess. This is creating the mess over here. This is creating the mess. So let me just show you this over here. So it will be nothing but integration, differentiation inside, that is 2x. Okay, for this it will be 0. This is basically chain rule, power down, power minus 1, then inside differentiation also. So what it will be exactly, so this and this will get cancelled off, and we have to basically put it equal to 0 because we need to find at that value of x over there, dr by dx should be 0. So can we just write this? Dr by dx is nothing but, can we just write dr by dx is nothing but exactly, so we'll take it over there, it will become 0, it will become 0. Eventually what we exactly gonna get in this case, what we will exactly gonna get in this case, so it will be nothing but, that is r square plus x square whole 3 by 2, whole 3 by 2, and this will be minus x, and it will be 3 by 2. Sorry, this 2 is already cancelled. This 2 has been cancelled. See, this 3x into this x will be 3x square. So it will be 3x square. This will be 3x square, and it will be r square plus x square. Yeah, that's all. Fine. All of you understood till here? Come on, I need to know in the live chat if everybody of you understood till here. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, this is correct. It should be 1 by 2 over here. Why 1 by 2? Because power down, power minus 1, 3 by 2 minus 1, that is 1 by 2, and it has to be 1 by 2 over here, and it will become basically 0. Now take this, if we say take this r square plus x square common in this one, raise power 1 by 2, can I write this will be nothing but r square plus x square, it will be 1 minus 3x square. Exactly. So this is basically, we can write it like this, 100% everybody, and it will be equal to 0. Now you tell me one thing, either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Now see, this cannot be equal to 0. This r square plus x square whole raised power 1 by 2 cannot be equal to 0. Why it cannot be equal to 0? If r is 0 means we are talking about the point. R is what? R is the radius of this one. This is r. If r is 0 means we are talking about this point at center. But in the question, what is given? There is a ring given. We are supposed to find the electric field because of this ring. So at this point, then it will become point. So that is not correct. So we cannot basically go with this. So this has to be equal to 0. That is what r square plus x square. R square plus x square minus 3x square is equal to 0. This has to be equal to 0. Now take it over there. So r square, this will be r square is equal to, this will be 2x square. Okay, so x will be nothing but, this is r square, x will be nothing but, this will be r plus minus r by root 2. So means at x is equal to plus r by root 2, at x is equal to minus r by root 2. Yeah, we'll see if we can take it. Most probably I'll take. Okay, okay, so at r is equal to this one, x is equal to r by root 2, it will be basically what? Electric field will be maxima, or it will be either maxima or it will be either minima. Why? Because I told you at that point of x where dr by, because at this point of x the dr by de is 0, because we have been solving it accordingly. At this point of x the dr by de is 0. That means at this point of x, if dr by de is 0, we can definitely say either at this x it is maxima or it is minima. Okay, it is either maxima or it is minima. So we'll see afterwards what we're gonna be doing. So it is either maxima or minima. So for that you have to go there with the double differentiation, that is a d2r by dx2. If it is coming out to be negative, then it is basically maxima. So for that you have to integrate this equation once again, differentiate this equation once again. If you got that as negative, then definitely at this point plus it will be what? Maxima. Understand? So you have to do this by yourself. So it will definitely come out to be negative. So it at this point it is maxima. At this x is equal to r by root 2. Option C is the correct one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Now make a graph of E versus X in case of a ring. Show points where electric field and E is 0. Now see, we are supposed to draw the graph of E versus X where exactly the electric field is 0. We know that electric field is 0 at the center, okay, where X is basically 0. Previously in case of the ring we basically found this one. At this point electric field is 0. We're talking about in case of the ring, okay, electric field is 0 over here. Okay, so first of all the graph has to basically start from here only. Graph has to basically start from here only. So graph will be basically like this. Okay, at this point and from here and from here it will be like this. Now see, at this point electric field is what? 0, because X is 0. Previously we checked it. At X is equal to 0, electric field is 0 at the center of the ring. And this is electric field over here. Electric field is maximum. So where that is X is equal to plus R by root 2. Okay, and over here electric field is maximum. Electric field is maximum. This is what? Over here X is minus R by root 2. Recently we got this one. At X is equal to plus minus R by root 2, electric field is basically maximum. So electric field is maximum, and electric field is 0 when X is infinity. Electric field is 0 when X is infinity minus infinity. Okay, I hope you got this one also. Now we have this electric field due to a uniformly charged arc. What is this exactly?
Let's talk about this one now. Electric field due to a uniformly charged arc. So this is the point right now we are focusing on.
Now see, if we have this charged arc over here, okay, at this point we are supposed to find the electric field. At this point we are supposed to find the electric field. At this point exactly, because of this charged arc. Now say, I'm saying that from this point to this point, you take this angle as alpha, okay? From this point to this point, when we basically integrate it, we'll integrate this from minus alpha by 2 to plus alpha by 2. So I'll just cut this in two parts. So from here it is minus alpha by 2. From here it is plus alpha by 2. So you have to integrate this from minus alpha by 2 to plus alpha by 2. That's what you are supposed to do. Okay? Now, fine. The point over here is we'll take the small element. Okay, we'll take the small element. This element we are taking over here. This is having charge dq and length dl exactly. And this is exactly, its angular width is basically this. I'll call this as a d theta. And this is what we call as, it is for example at theta angle from this middle line. It is exactly from at a theta angle from the middle line. Okay, we call this as a dq dl of this charge. Okay, now you tell me one thing, because of this charge over here electric field will be, I'll call that as a de. So now this de will have two components. This will be de cos of theta. Why cos of theta? Because if this is theta, so this will be theta, and along this one it will be de sine of theta. Clearly de sine of theta. Now if you take this mirror element from this one, that will also have this component, and one will be along this one, another will be along this one. Understand? Let me draw that. If I make its mirror element, that is exactly over here. Okay, so it will exactly create the electric field like this. This is a de. So one of its component will be like this, that is de cos theta, another will be de sine of theta. So all the electric field, the whole net electric field will be along this axis, this one. So that is a de cos of theta. Now this is over. This was the concept. Understand? So can I say this net electric field will be nothing but that is integration of a de, that is cos of theta. That's all. This is the concept over here. Now because of this one, this, how much will be the electric field? This de will be how much? You will simply say this de is nothing but it will be k dq upon this r square. This r square, it will be nothing but this r square. Okay, I'll call this as this r square. Okay, fine. And then we have this cos of theta exactly. Now we need to change this dq in terms of theta, because we will vary from this theta to this, from minus alpha by 2 to plus alpha by 2. That is the concept over here that we are supposed to use. So first of all, we will say lambda is nothing but dq upon dl. Now take it over there. So dq will be nothing but a lambda dl. Fine. Yeah, put it in this case. So can we just write this? E net is nothing but that is integration of k lambda dl upon this r square, and this will be cos of theta. Still we cannot integrate this one. We need to change this dl also. How do we exactly change this dl also? Now see, if we talk about this de d theta, this is d theta angle, and how much is this arc? That is a dl. And how much this is a radius? That is what we call the r. So can I say angle is arc by radius, arc upon radius? So that is nothing but, I can just write it. How much is angle? That is a d theta is nothing but how much is arc of this one? This is this one, angular width. How much is arc? That is nothing but dl upon what is radius? That is r. So dl will be nothing but r d theta. I can just put it over here. Now put instead of this dl r d theta, because we converted it in terms of theta. That was our goal. So can I just write this? E net will come out to be, this E net will come out to be lambda k lambda dl, k lambda upon r square, that is integration of this k lambda upon this r square. Instead of this dl, what we are supposed to basically put, that is r d theta. So it will be r d theta and it will be cos of theta exactly. Okay, fine. R d theta and it will be r square. Yeah, so this and this will get cancelled up. This will get integration of this is k lambda upon r. This will be cos of theta
and it will be what? D theta over here. I hope till here everybody understood. Yeah. These are the simple derivations, not that difficult, okay? And that's why. Now, from where to where we need to integrate to find the net electric field, as I told you, from this side it is minus alpha by 2 to plus alpha by 2, we'll get the total electric field. So can we just like write it? E net will be nothing but integration of minus alpha by 2 to plus alpha by 2. So it will be k lambda upon r, constants, and this is cos of theta, it will be d theta. So E net will be nothing but it will be k lambda upon this r, and can I just write it cos of theta? It will be nothing but sine of theta exactly. Okay, and it will be from minus alpha by 2 to alpha by 2 exactly. So it will be k lambda upon r. First put the upper limit, that is sine of alpha by 2 minus sine of minus alpha by 2. This is minus sine of alpha by 2. So eventually it will become, I'll just write over here, E net will be exactly k lambda upon r. This k lambda upon r, it will be sine of alpha by 2 plus sine of alpha by 2. So I'll just write this is k lambda upon r. This is 2 sine of lambda by 2. 2 I'll take over here. Sine of alpha by 2, not lambda by 2. So this will be E net in that case. Okay, everybody understood? Yeah, that's good. Everything is clear. Okay, now let's go with the next one. Electric field due to the semicircular ring at the center. Okay, so we need to now find the electric field because of this semicircular ring at this center exactly. Fine, because of this semicircular ring at this center exactly. Now in this case, can I use the same formula? I don't have to derive it once again. E net is equal to 2k lambda upon r, that is E net is equal to k lambda upon r sine of alpha by 2, because this was the general case. This was the general case. I'm taking any arc and I'm find it over here. This was the general case. Now the point over here is, what is the value of alpha in this case? It will be obviously from this point to this point. How much that is? Previously, how much was alpha? We did this. This is alpha by 2, alpha by 2. Total was this alpha. How much? We don't know how much is this alpha. It can be anything. But in this case, semicircular arc, it is nothing but clearly alpha is basically 180 degrees. So can we find E net in this case? That is 2k lambda upon this r. Sine of this will be 180 by 2. That is sine of 90. That is 1. So it will be nothing but 2k lambda upon r only. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Electric field due to a cord. It is something like this. Okay. Over here, this is a charge is present over here, present over here. In this case, how much is theta? This one, that is theta is equal to 90 degrees. Find net electric field. Electric field net will be how much? 2k lambda upon r. 2k lambda upon r sine of alpha by 2. Sine of alpha by 2. Alpha is how much? That is 90 by 2. So it will be 45. So it will be 2k lambda by r sine 45. Root 2 it will guess. Yeah. It will become root 2 over here. Okay. Everybody understood? Okay. This was all about today. So how much time? 1 hour 32 minutes. Okay, it's too long. Yeah, good bro, you say. Very tired actually. You understood everything, Khushi? Any confusion in any topic? This was all the mathematical derivation. Okay, and if you wanna basically, we had the class at special class at 8:10 p.m. today. Okay, but it is already 8:14, so we are running late. So if you want to basically if you want to join our special class, you have to download the Unacademy app. For that, afterwards you are supposed to log in and sign up. Then you search over here Yawar Manzoor, you'll get me, and enter my profile. Over there you will find this special class. click see all, and if you enter any of my lectures over there, it will ask you the code. Use this code and you can watch my special class lectures for free. And we have recently launched this Spark batch on Plus. Okay, so you can definitely join this one. This is completely in English language. These are the educators from different states, top educators. It will definitely help you. And okay, yes. And this is the Shine batch. We have recently launched this Shine batch also for 12th. And most importantly, apart from this YouTube platform, we teach on the Plus platform, okay? Because on Plus platform, there are so many benefits like live classes, you get weekly tests, unlimited access, structured courses. And apart from that, you get personal guidance in this Iconic subscription, and you get all the benefits you get in Plus. And this test analysis, experts guidelines, study material, study planners. This is all the stuff that you get in this Iconic subscription. And afterwards, this is my username on Unacademy. You can definitely follow me on Unacademy. So this is my username over there. And this is IIT JEE Iconic subscription. If you take it for 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, you can definitely get the branded notes. And if you take this Plus subscription for 12 months and 24 months, you'll be getting 2 months of extension. And you can take this Plus subscription for 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. EMI options are also available. And by using my code, you can get the maximum possible discount. By using my code, you can get the maximum possible discount. And you can take this Iconic subscription for 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months as well. So this is the IIT JEE Mega Combat Scholarship Test. This happens on every Sundays. Yeah, that will boost my energy. And if you find any of my content as inappropriate, there's a link in the description. You can definitely report over there. Thank you so much. Subscribe to this channel and like this video before you leave, and subscribe to this channel. That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you.